Hello, my name is Jay Hydran. I'm going to help you through this speed, agility, and conditioning workout for the Lightning Soccer Club. Here we're going to get started with a ladder warm-up today. First exercise is 1 foot in each box moving forward. The trick is to stay on your toes, be tall in the spine, and use your nice sprinting arms. The second drill is 2 feet in each box. You want to lead with the right foot twice and then lead with the left foot twice. Again, stay on your toes and use your arms effectively. Up next is 2 feet in each box laterally. Here you want to have 1 foot moving in front of the other, staying on your toes and using your arms effectively. Drop your hips a little bit so you have a nice bent ankle, knee, and hip. Alright, we're done with the easy ones, now to the hard ones. This is 1 foot in each box laterally. When you move your front foot forward, you should always straddle a box. Start with your first foot in the first box and second foot or back foot outside the ladder. Move the first foot forward 1 box so you straddle, and then move the back foot forward 1 box. It's helpful to think to yourself, straddle forward, straddle forward, straddle forward. Good luck.
Can't stop what I'm hearing within. It's like the face inside is right.
Alright, hopscotch is up next. Here there's 2 variations, 2 in, 2 out, which is what we see here. Just start with your feet together in front of the ladder, then go in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. Pretty simple. The next progression to the hopscotch is 2 out, 1 in, alternating. So you just pick up your 1 foot when you hop into the box and you just alternate right, left as you go through the ladder. Next up are skiers. Here you want to keep your hips over the ladder and then alternate the foot that's in the front box. The foot that stays back wants to stay just outside the box behind you. Here you also want to stay on your toes so you can get a good drive off of both feet. Alright, it's time for the classic ladder drill, the Icky Shuffle. Here it's 2 in, 1 out. It's just that simple. All you want to do is when you step 1 foot out, the foot that's still in the ladder, you want to move that forward 1 box, and then shuffle through the ladder so that 1 foot just lands outside the ladder. The foot that's still inside the ladder again moves forward. You can do this forwards and backwards. The backwards one does take some time to learn, so challenge yourself and see how quick you can make it. Next up is a front crossover. Here you want to work on getting your knee as high as you can and bring that foot down into the box in front of you. Here you want to stay on your toes and make sure your spine is tall and you're using good arm action.
I watch how the moon sits in the sky on a dark night, shining with the light from the sun. The sun doesn't give light to the moon, assuming the moon's gonna owe it one. It makes me think of how you act to me. You do favors there rapidly, you just turn around and start asking.
Now the back crossover step is the same thing. Here you just want to reach your foot back across your body so you step into the box behind you. Here you really want to work on foot accuracy, making sure you hit the center of the box on each time through. Next up is the buzzsaws. Here you want to go 2 feet in, 2 feet out. And you want to lead with the foot that is in front or the direction that you're going. So in this case, the athlete is leading with the right foot. So the foot that hits the box first is always a foot in front. You also want to work on keeping a nice tall spine and good arm action.
I'm so sick of attention, sick of a hunger, sick of you acting like I owe you this. Find another place to feed your greed, while I find a place to rest.
Next up are deep buzzsaws. Here you just want to 2 feet in, 2 feet out, but when you go in and out, you want to go in and out on either side of the ladder. Again, leading with the foot that is in front is also important. And you also want to keep your hips over the ladder, so when you step forward and step back, you want to keep those hips over the ladder so that you can make a quick transition. And again, when you switch sides, really work on switching to that new lead foot. For some of you, this might be a little bit of a coordination challenge, but stick with it and you'll get it. Alright, it's time for plyometric training and jump training. We're going to get started with 5 hurdle hops continuous. Here you want to work on keeping the knees out, staying on the toes. When you jump, pulling the knees straight up into your chest. It's very important that you have good arm action as well, as you can see in the video. Here's some common errors with jump training. We start here when you go over the hurdle, the feet go to the side. The feet should always go over the hurdle and not around the hurdle like in this demo. In this example here, you want to make sure you go off with 2 feet, not one then the other. When you're jumping, you really want to make sure the feet are coming both off at the same time. Also, when you're jumping, you want to make sure your knees don't knock together. You want to make sure the knees stay out, the weight over the outside of the foot when you jump. And then lastly, here's a correct technique, nice and quick, knees coming up to the chest and good arm action. Next up are hurdle hops with a 90-degree rotational turn in the air with a pause in between each one. It's very important that you treat each jump as its own exercise. When you jump and rotate in the air, it's all about landing in a nice balanced athletic position, and this is a nice knee safe exercise. Next up, we're going to do standing 90-degree rotation jumps. We're going to keep progressing here at 90 degrees with each jump. When you're landing, it's very important that you work on landing with your knees out and your knees over your feet in a nice athletic stance. You don't want your knees in too tight and your feet in too tight. You want it just about hip width apart or a little wider, and dropping the hips down into landing in a nice athletic, almost squat-like position. If you do this correct, it's going to really help you with knee injury prevention.